Michelle Obama lashes out at white people. Folks, if you're white, earmuffs.
If you're white, it ain't right.
You ain't going to like what she has to say.
So this is a news flash?
And she's...
If I hear of someone whose fashion that I like and I know that they're a person of color, I try to make it a point. But the clothes have to be available. You know, I think we can all do some work to think about that balance in our wardrobes, you know. What does our closet look like and who's in it? Mm-hmm. Who are we supporting in it?
Right.
You know, and I think if you have the money to buy Chanel, then you have the money to buy everybody.
Right.
Right. And so let us be mindful, I think would be my advice.
Yeah.
Yeah, somebody said, now imagine if Melania Trump came out and advised people to avoid black-owned brands. Wonder what kind of news that would generate. Michelle Obama is a hateful person, and this is coming as a result of what she said at the beginning of this video. Michelle Obama says she is mindful to try to avoid white-owned brands, and others also should be. She's now pushing race-based shopping. I don't get it. Every single time this lady is trending on social media, it's always linked to something like this. I don't understand why. At some point, I begin to question, like, why must she do this?
Michelle Obama, I'm a victim and I'm complaining and I am sick and tired. Have you heard one positive podcast, interview, whatever they're doing, everything. She's one of the most powerful, influential women in the world, okay? And you're pressured by white people to iron your hair. My sister irons. So, like, first of all, irons are for shirts and pants. Keep it off your damn hair, okay? And I'm just tired. Her net worth is $70 million, okay? Martha's Vineyard mansion. She has Hawaii houses, $50 million Netflix deals. She flies on private jets. But America's this racist. You don't have to do nothing. Go Colin Kaepernick. Nobody gives a damn about your hair. You made it. You're the first lady. And just complaining. And in fact, her on top of Barack going around and complaining and scaring and fear-porning everybody and telling minorities, you have to vote for the minority because that's how we roll.
Here's her talking about why she's not running for president. Go ahead, Rob.
And you say it's very unattractive. It's unattractive to me. It's unattractive. This to me is so unattractive. But it's great. I'm glad she's saying it out loud because for years they've been tap dancing around whether Michelle Obama is going to run. You know, I've been saying there's no indication of it. Stop saying it. We've had our issues with this.
Yeah, whatever.
She has no interest in running, nor will she be a viable candidate. Because at one point, the Obamas were at least attempting to be a synergist and a unifier. I'm so glad that she's revealing what she stands for. And I totally respect that she's kind of like advocating for her tribe. We're all part of the American tribe, but then we have our sub-tribes, whether you're black, whether you're Assyrian, whether you're part of the LGBT, whatever it is. But at the end of the day, America comes first. And if you're actively trying to basically start a issue between blacks and whites, which we were doing so much better before Obama, and even some may say Trump has been a divisive, but I think the Obamas have actually been more divisive than Trump on this racial issue.
No, I agree with you 100%. She's richer than 99.99% of Americans that are black, white, tall, short, and you're going to lecture us about the systemic oppression and all that nonsense. And you know what? I don't want her as a president. Could you imagine her in the Situation Room? We have to launch a nuke, and they're like, "Where's Michelle?" They're like, "She's ironing her hair."
She's ironing her
for
hair.
white
That's
people.
true.
Sorry, we're gonna die. No, it's just that.
I mean, okay, so like, I know.
Listen, folks, at this point, you can tell that there is some type of psychotic spirit that has taken over our country.
I'm glad that a lot of people notice this about Michelle Obama. Everything around her always circulates around race. This is a bigger issue with some of these people. You know, I want to see Michelle Obama training for real topics, important issues, not always about race. Last time, it was about hair. Oh, white people should not do this. Oh, black people. You know, this kind of conversations get me angry. Yeah. It must not be around this. If you see I'm reacting on any clip about Michelle Obama, it must be linked to this. Now going into Cackling the View, they had an interview with this Democrat lawmaker. This issue of race came up. A lot of conversations they actually had. And you know, Sonny Hostin, she cannot miss this kind of opportunities when it concerns race issues. She actually said something that triggered a lot of people on the internet, which I'm about to show you. When you take a look at this, Sonny Hostin says discriminating against white people is not real.
I mean, okay, so like, I know that in 1955, when I was born, black folks didn't have the full vote in the United States.
Yeah.
Black folks couldn't really go to colleges without a big old hassle. So what was the problem then? I remember when women tried to get into these colleges. I remember when women had to fight to have the jobs that broke the glass ceilings. These were women, okay, just women. And now you want me to cry for the white guys who have always had, it seemed, many more advantages. They could go and get a bank loan.
Yeah.
My mom couldn't do that.
Yeah.
They could own a credit card.
They could own a credit card by themselves.
Yeah.
Well, you know,
Mom, go
They
ahead.
could file for bankruptcy, right?
Yeah, they could, yeah.
Several times.
Yeah.
Listen, I think several times.
Yeah.
I think, you know, equality feels much like oppression when you have always had the privilege of being ahead, even if you were mediocre. And I think that's what we're talking about here. White men, as of 2023, were 76% of the workforce, and in all sort of top positions where people of color and women were not. Mm-hmm. And so what we're learning, I think, from this interview is that this administration kept on talking about a meritocracy and that things should be merit-based, and they felt that it never was. Now we really know that this attack against diversity, equity, inclusion is based on white male grievance, and the fact that Donald Trump seems to really believe in the concept of reverse discrimination. And the NAACP made it very clear after hearing his comments that, in fact, there is absolutely no evidence.
If you have been following me on this channel, you realize I don't always touch topics linking to race, but sometimes it is important we do it. I decided to attach this video, this Cackling the View, so you can see what is going on, because the whole clip is on race-related issues. At some point, Sonny Hostin is a race baiter. We all know that. When it concerns race, she is the first person to comment. Look at what Sonny Hostin is saying about Trump. We talk about this issue of diversity hiring. That has been an issue that these people know the truth, but they don't want to call that out. What is wrong hiring someone based on competence? What is the problem with that? With them, they will always twist it to fit in their narrative. I don't even want to prolong this video. I think I'm going to end here. As of the short clips you see at the end, that is for the white algorithm. I'm always pleading, please always share out the videos. It helps boost the channel so videos can be recommended.
Celebrities, not to get too political, but they just make it worse.
Sorry. I love Robin, you know.
Bill Maher, you give us so much. But
also wearing a Be Good pin for Renee Good, obviously. And just
so much nonsense. I'm pissed off that a queer black woman is up here doing the job of two mediocre.
The power of the law, and that no one stands above it.
You're living real life, nice.
Hey everybody, I just wanted to say I am so sorry. Special.
I look at that video. I don't see both sides in a dogmatic.
The Golden Globe for Best Editing goes to the Justice Department.
This is for her. This is for the people in the United States who are terrorized and scared today.
Yes. Of course, this is for the mother.
Babies are upstairs watching. Y'all better be off them damn phones and watching me.
Them. Thank you, everyone. I'm a little in shock about that.
Maduro.
Let your hate.
There you go. $1,500. Let's see if they get the.
Well,
I want to see
it is
them
coming.
get it.
MAGA's going to break up because of Donald Trump's criticism of Robin.
Can sit at either place. Thank you for coming. I really appreciate
So you and your husband were friends with Robin Michelle Reiner, and
everybody knew that wasn't true. A dangerous relative as a likely suspect. A tip that led to her brother Nick. Rob Reiner and Nick had a heated argument the night before at Conan O'Brien's Christmas party, being back on his own. In one instance, she said,
We don't
should have said nothing.
the United States to take this family tragedy in which the president had made no comment.
When
People ought to have.
Yeah.
Yes.
Absolute horror.
Hi, Mel Gibson. I'm in Italy.
There is a quota system. Hostin conversation too.
Yes.
It's like $1 million a year. Vote Kamala Harris. It's like,
Yeah.
That,
Well,
that